Beat Napoli 1-0, Juventus Coup Inter at the top of the standings. Juventus overtook Inter Milan at the top of the standings for a while after getting 3 points from the win against Napoli. Juventus won narrowly when they hosted Napoli at the Allianz Stadium in the opening giornata 15 of the Italian League, Saturday, December 9, 2023. Massimiliano Allegri's team won with a narrow score of 1-0 thanks to the only goal from Federico Gatti. It took 50 minutes for Juventus to score the only goal that put them at the top of the Italian league standings. In the first half, Napoli dominated the game, but they created few opportunities. On the other hand, Juventus, despite losing possession of the ball, threatened to score several times. With this victory, Juventus now has 36 points, 1 point ahead of Inter Milan, who will only compete on Sunday, December 10, 2023. Last week, Juve also experienced the sweetness of being at the top of the standings after their initial match against Monza in the opening week of Week 14. However, they then dropped to runners-up after Inter Milan won against Napoli. Now, Juventus needs to wait for Inter again to find out whether their position remains as capolista at the end of Week 15. Match summary. Both teams were still waiting for each other at the start of the round. Napoli tried to be patient with their efforts to control ball possession. 10 minutes later, the game between the two teams started to become fluid and more open. Napoli started the match in front of Juventus supporters quite well. Walter Mazzarri's team controlled the game. However, there are not many opportunities that can be generated. On the other hand, Juventus occasionally attacks with quite dangerous threats. The Bianconeri almost scored in the 18th minute. Chiesa accelerated and sent the ball to Dusan Vlahovic. Unfortunately, the Serbian player's kick was blocked by Naten. A chaotic situation occurred in front of Napoli's goal. Vlahovic, who was still standing in front of the goal, tried to take an acrobatic kick, but didn't hit the ball. The Napoli player managed to reduce the attack by sweeping the ball out. 10 minutes later after that opportunity, it was Napoli who missed a big chance to score. The Partenopei almost had Szczesny picking the ball out of the net. Ficha Kvaratskhelia had a good chance to score. The player from Georgia received a good pass from the right and went one-on-one with Szczesny. Szczesny, who saw Kvaratskhelia standing freely without escort, immediately ran to close the shooting range. Kvaratskhelia chose to chip the ball. Unfortunately, the 22-year-old player kicked the ball too high. As a result, Napoli's opportunities were wasted. In the 38th minute, Juventus almost conceded after their defense mistimed a free kick. Zielinski sent the free kick into the penalty box. Danilo headed the ball, but instead it hit Gatti's body. The ball fell in front of Di Lorenzo, who then fired a powerful kick. Luckily, Szczesny was able to thwart this dangerous action. The Polish goalkeeper made a crucial save with one hand. The ball was successfully secured and failed to result in a goal. The final score of the first half was still the same 0-0. The long-awaited goal finally occurred 5 minutes after the second-half kickoff. The home team scored a goal through mainstay defender Federico Gatti. Cambiaso's pass from the right side of the attack was met with a sweet header from Gatti. Alex Murray just remained silent and didn't move when he saw the ball lodged in his goal net. The score was 1-0. In the remainder of the match, Napoli continued to attack Juventus' defense to equalize. However, Juventus' defense was very strong and tight. The ball often breaks when it enters the penalty box. Meanwhile, Juventus is just waiting for a situation to be able to counterattack and steal a goal. Until the whistle of the game ended, the situation had not changed. The score remained 1-0 for Juventus' victory.